Architectural Builder's Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Yesterday, but I appreciate you calling.
Sure.
We actually figured out what was going on. We're not a Conair dealer, but we've dealt with them. Obviously, we do access controls, so sometimes they're provided and we have to actuate it. The power supply wasn't wired correctly.
Oh yeah.
It was wired like you would wire a standard push bar. You know, power being broken through a onboard relay on an access panel. And then I got to looking into it, and you can't make that thing work that way.
No.
It's got to stay wired. It's got to stay connected all the time.
Yeah, the two are talking to each other.
Right. So what was essentially happening was whenever they swiped the card, the motor was being powered on, but then it would power completely off. So it wasn't doing anything. Yeah. It wasn't, because it makes a noise when it powers on, and then when the thing actually tells it to power on, or when it tells it to unlock through its input, then clearly it works. So I just had the tech rewire everything, and it's working perfect.
Voila!
Right?
Yeah. The score is 1 for installation instructions, 2 for the way 0 for the way the guy installed it originally.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, there's a good PDF online that explains it exactly.
Oh yeah, no, the wiring diagram for the MEL, it couldn't be any simpler. 1 and 2 go to the device, 3 and 4 go to the switch, and it's just do that.
Whatever your trigger input is, whether it's an access board or whatever.
So your access control relay, that the brain box, you just wired to 3 and 4.
Yep, that's what I told him to do. Yeah. Take the lock output off of S2 and wire it to the 3 and 4. Send
the guy the bill. That's it. That's easy money.
Easy.
Hopefully you do 5 of those a day. Move a couple wires.
Right. That's about as easy as it gets.
Yeah.
I had an entry level tech over there trying to explain to him how to fix it. So I was basically in doing the work vicariously through him over the phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know how it goes.
I do. With these motors and with like automatic or high energy doors, those sensors and those controllers are talking to each other now. So, the analog age is behind us. Digital age is here. And that's
well, it really is. And it's, some of the stuff that's going on with all the door hardware these days, it gets so complicated and proprietary that I'm trying to back away from even quoting anything but electric strikes anymore. If it's anything beyond that, they need to call a door company. I'll actuate it, but I don't even want to fool with it. Because you buy something and it doesn't work with this or that, and then you're in all kinds of trouble. So
yeah, you have to stay within the ecosystem. That's for sure.
Right. And I've said this before. It doesn't make sense why access control integrators are quoting door hardware, but if you bid on a construction project, you don't provide it. So, why are we trying to sell something that's outside of our division?
Well, that's what happens. I sit in DHI classes, and part of the push of teaching electrified hardware is because the door hardware industry is losing that work to people who focus only on access control. All future growth is going to be electrified hardware, period, end of sentence. So we are either going to be relegated to transformers and buzzers, AC strikes, or we're going to have to adapt. It's one or the other. I mean, the pizzas will have to get delivered, but man, I'm not sure if that's what I want to do.
Sure. And I'm trying to develop relationships with door companies so that they can quote a job with me and say, hey, this is what you need. And I'll say, that's fine, you provide it and we'll actuate it. Yeah. I'm trying to change the way things are done. and that at least keeps both of us in the game instead of.
Well, it allows the door guy to continue on being blissfully ignorant and leverage the experience of an expert, and the expert gets to keep working. So it is a win-win in that relationship, and that's actually how it is. That's what's happening.
It is, and it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. I totally agree.
You don't want to be sitting here trying to spec some type of a delayed egress fire exit push bar with an alarm on it, and you got all these prefixes and suffixes, and you get 2 or 3 numbers wrong, and then you got the complete wrong door hardware, and I don't even want to go down that road.
Yeah, 55 and 57 by Sargent are 2 different animals. So yeah, you're right. That's for sure.
And see, I know enough about door hardware to know it's complex. Because when I got out of high school, I worked at a hollow metal door and frame shop for 7 years.
Oh,
we were at Curry's.
Yeah,
we were at Curry's and Essex and Grahamwood doors and Asa Abloy and all that. And I didn't get into low voltage until down the road. But I remember enough about it to know that there's a lot to know. Yeah,
and in your defense, does the owner really want a hollow metal expert trying to figure out how to wire, delayed egress? No, right. I would say let the hollow metal guy be the hollow metal guy.
Yeah, that's why I want to work hand in hand with door hardware companies, and we can share the jobs.
Right on.
Yep.
Well, okay.
Man, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. I'm sorry I'm a day late, but you didn't need me to begin with, so there you go.
Well, it's fine. Sometimes the best thing that can happen is that you're forced to try to figure it out. Because, in this industry, everything's so time-driven, budget-driven.
Oh, yeah.
We have a tendency to try to look for the fast answer, which would be ask someone else.
Yeah,
and,
well, like a year ago, I powered a strike, and I was getting a buzzing sound. I powered a DC strike, and I was getting a buzzing sound. So I called.
Yeah.
It was a Von Duprin strike. I called Von Duprin and said, "Man, why is this buzzing?" And the guy's like, "I think it's broken." That wasn't the answer. I went back and I realized I powered a transformer to it. I was sending AC voltage to a DC solenoid. So to your point, it forces you to find out, hey, dum-dum, this is what you did wrong.
This is what's happening.
This is what's happening. Now I know. Huh. Awesome. All right, sir. Well, thank you very much.
You too, sir. Good talking to you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.